All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, can you just get us started with your thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, frustrated with the game on the result, not winning at home. Obviously, just create that sensation and we can put the things together on a game. But when you see the game, I thought we had the chances to uh, define it, and we couldn't score. Um, and they have some, and the other is this a story that I don't want to get deeper into. Is a lot of moments that frustrate us from decisions. That's probably what we felt right now. But the effort was there. First half we were very organized. Well, we had a plan on conceded to them the space and trying to use it, but we were not precise in our finishing, and the PK come on a very difficult understanding play. We couldn't understand it. And then second half, I thought we look more unorganized, and we were not as sharp as collectively as the first half. And then we end up just paying not just the second goal, but probably just lower the frequency where we could have some options to score.
Austin, then Michael?
Oscar, Luis, and Nico were just in here kind of talking about the disorganization of the press in that second half. What did you kind of see that contributed just to the missing of passes and the missing of opportunities to press as a team?
Right. Well, it's normal. I thought the boys did a great job on being very generous with the idea and the discipline. But it's normal in the second half when you come up with that 1-0, you wanted to push. And then we start jumping and we start diving in places that we should have probably more organized. But this is due to their heart and trying to push and trying to look for the spaces in the game. I told them, and I understand that behavior. We didn't want it, but this group is a group that wants to play it and wants to bounce back, and we have done it before. But Columbus is a good team, and they make you look like you are conceding a lot of spaces, and that's what happened in the second half. And still, we create our chances. Well, I thought that we created chances. I don't know how a couple of them didn't end up in the goal. It's frustrating.
Michael? And then Mike?
Oscar, Luis said that after the penalty was awarded the other way, the team didn't suffer mentally, but maybe they changed their plan a little bit. The plan that they started the game with that was working so well, they kind of went away from it in the second half. Do you agree that the plan had to change after being behind at the half against such a good defensive club?
Right. We didn't want it to change. It's just that the game is dynamic, and then we start changing our behaviors and the pitch, and but we had the game in control. What happened is that this team, ours, is not used to concede too much space and domination in the ball. But against Columbus, we wanted to do it. So we can have those spaces that we create in the first half, especially. I think we will use to learn or to be comfortable defending lower. We have to, especially changing some movements in the structure. But the boys, I think the boys, they had a big heart. They want to push. They don't want to wait. They want to go and look for the goal. And that's what we look probably more unorganized than the first half. But this is a bet in the game, Michael. Is the boys' heart sometimes is like that, and I always admire more than, and my frustration on the organization and the second half is evident though. But I don't blame that group. That group is all hard, and could have helped us probably just guiding in those moments. But we had and we felt that urgency to go and look for the game, and that is a trade. You do that, and then you have spaces.
Mike?
Oscar, obviously not the result the team was looking for, right? Wanted to ask you about, I guess, the formation that you've been kind of running with the last few games now. It's allowed the team to be more inclined into the attack. You guys are creating the chances, but obviously the punch is not there. I guess the question I want to ask you is how have you kind of seen players kind of adapt to this sudden change in the formation, especially with today we saw Facundo Torres and Ivan Angulo. They were switching back and forth and on that left side as wing backs. How have they been able to kind of adjust, playing a little bit more of a defensive role, but also helping out with the attack whenever you guys are transitioning in the counterattack?
Right. I think they're playing well. We have played the last 3 or 4 games, not just getting results, but we have spoke during the weeks with you guys that we cannot change from one day to the other one suddenly, and even when you played against a good team, I thought the boys play well, and except for the second half when we look unorganized and we start losing our shaping. And as I say to Michael, it's just because they wanted to push. It was difficult to control them, and then you can see the spaces. The job that Ivan and Facu are doing is good. It's just that we were not finding that area when we have those chances. I was reviewing the chances, and before I came here, we should have scored. And some of them, they will be much easier. No, but we're good. We're good. Listen, the frustration is there, but this is our journey. We keep going. In the last 3 games, we have done fantastic things. They have done things that they didn't do before, and then we have to keep growing. We'll keep pushing.
Luis?
Thank you. Profe, I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on Jacqueline's performance? Luis Muriel mentioned that Ramiro's game mirrored a little bit Duncan's in the attack. What are your thoughts regarding that? And also, what can you tell to the fans, that leave a little frustrated with the result? Thank you.
With Jack, I think he had the opportunity today playing in the first team and growing. I think America has a tremendous forward there. Normally, you can see things that he will be, or he will get more mature on, and doing it more constantly. But I think his effort and the way he occupies the box is first level. It's very good. And obviously, we come out with no goals from our forwards and the frustration, and he's part of that too. But he's a good player. And then with Ramiro, is a different profile of player, right? Somebody who can run into spaces. He is that player who can provide dynamic in that position. Not that number 9 that is always steady in the box. So we trade the positioning of Jack for that mobility that we need from Ramiro. That as well, we had like probably a couple of plays with him that we should have scored. And then with what was the other question?
About the fans.
The fans. Yeah, no. Listen, we're not winning at home, and this is frustrating. In front of our fans, we need to win games. This is our major difficulty right now. That it's difficult to absorb the pain when you don't provide to our fans, and knowing that they are supporting us that much, and then being in the pitch and all those things. So, and nothing to say that we really appreciate it, and we have to transform that into points and winning games. That's it. If not, it's difficult. But yeah, we're very grateful, and it's painful not provide in front of our fans for sure.